What's good, y'all? I'm here with another video, and today we're gonna be reacting to Shonen Showdown. Say he ranking the best arcs in anime, or like some arcs in anime. So, you know what I'm saying, we gonna get into it, bro. Ain't nothing to say for real. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, and yeah, let's go.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Shonen Showdown. Today, we gotta find out what is the best anime arc of all time. And we're going to be doing a bracket. Now, shout out to the YouTube channel Hive Mind for giving me this idea. I had to narrow it down to 16. I know there's gonna be some arcs you guys wanted to see. It's okay. We can further the discussion down in the comments below. Oh man, this first one is very tough.
Now, I will say for the first one, I did not watch the Grand Magic Games. I did not. But I did watch One Piece, and Marineford is one of my favorite arcs in anime in general, so I'm gonna go with Marineford.
Y'all, we have the Marineford War of One Piece going up against the Grand Magic Games of Fairy Tail. You guys know I'm a One Piece fan. The Marineford War, the setup from Impel down, building up to even those that know about Ace's death, those that were spoiled about Ace's death, they still felt the impact. There are people that I know personally that still felt the emotion, still cried when they were looking at the Marineford War. The way Luffy entered the Marineford War from the sky, completely unexpected, and then you have Whitebeard. How can you not love this?
It's my second favorite character in One Piece.
I love this. I remember this like it was yesterday. And this is a giant he's doing this to, y'all. He's doing this to a giant. I'm just letting y'all know right now that Marineford is clearly one of my favorite anime arcs of all time. It's gonna be very tough. Now, when we're looking at the Grand Magic Games from Fairy Tail, we can't sleep. This is when you're having all of the magic guilds all coming together and competing. We've seen Urza handle the 1 versus 100 challenge very easily. My only problem with the Grand Magic Games was when I wanted to see somebody that could match up with Urza. We just saw her complete the 1 versus 100. I'm looking for a Kagura to come through from Mermaid's Heel, go crazy, because the anticipation was built up for her. She was supposed to be that person that was equal to Urza in power level, and then they fight, and what happens? Kagura was no joke, y'all. Look at this. It was light for Kagura. Like, come on. Here we go. Flashback cheese. Flashback cheese.
No,
look at this.
Cheese is great.
She was winning. Kagura was winning. Yeah, okay. So as you guys can see, this was a common theme with Fairy Tail arcs, hyping up these characters just for them to get beaten over the power of friendship. I cannot put that over the hype of what Marineford War was able to bring me. But that being said, I think you guys know what I gotta do. Marineford War is definitely taking it for me. Next up, we have the Jailbreak arc from the Promised Neverland going up against the Entertainment District arc from Demon Slayer. This is... I don't think y'all realize how tough this is.
This is crazy.
Because when I'm thinking about the Jailbreak arc from the Promised Neverland, that was one of the greatest arcs. I mean, we're talking about Emma, Norman, and Ray forming one of the greatest trios that we've seen in all of anime. And the way they had to move in code while they were watching out for Isabella around the corner, you had Sister Crone doing her thing. There's a lot.
I feel like the only reason that people will probably not pick that one, like because of recency bias, because of how bad the second season was. So they thinking so much about the second season, they not even thinking about how good the first season was. And bro, that first season, bro, that had everybody anticipating for the second season. But then the second season just, oh my God, it just did what it did. And the Entertainment District arc, oh my God, bro. It's a good arc, great animation, bro. I don't know which one to pick. I don't know.
They had to look out for. You have Don and Gilda. You have so much going on in that arc. Even Phil is goated as well. You have to understand that these are kids. The amount of fear that they felt, we felt while watching it. They had so much fear, but they also were very brave. They had to pull themselves together, because if they did not, they would have ended up as food. Oh man. This is when they first found out Connie was food. Oh, I don't know how you beat that. But the Entertainment District arc was 10 out of 10 in terms of animation, in terms of fight. We got to see Tanjiro and Tengen in a duo match against Gyutaro, and that was probably one of the most beautiful animated fights I have ever seen in my life. I'm not even joking with you. then the way that Zenitsu, Inosuke, and
I think
Tanjiro were
Promised
fighting
Neverland
in a
had better
trio
writing,
against Daki, and then we got to see Nezuko's higher tier, her baby Muzan tier against Daki, had Daki on the ropes. The Entertainment District arc was hype as well. I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
Look at this animation.
When he did the demon, when he got the demon mark.
I don't know how you beat this, y'all. I really don't know how you beat this animation. There's a reason why they're very close as a 9 and 8C here, but if I had to pick, this is so tough, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the jailbreak arc.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I think I have to go with the jailbreak arc. The Promised Neverland literally had scenes where Isabella was around the corner in the hallway, and I was on the edge of my seat, praying that she did not find out that Emma and Norman were still up past curfew. That feeling that I felt during watching the Promised Neverland in that specific arc, I don't know if I got that from the Entertainment District arc aside from the animation. I don't know why I did this to myself. It's a lose-lose, no matter what I say, because even if I am comfortable with the winner, I know the comment section is going to be crazy. I lost no matter what, but it's okay. Let's just get right into it, man. We got the Dark Tournament from Yu Yu Hakusho going up against L arc from Death Note. So this obviously is Yusuke and Toguro, their hype. The fact that when Yusuke thought Kuwabara had actually passed, the amount of emotion he felt in that scene. The fact that you're looking at Toguro, who sees something in Yusuke that is trying to kind of push Yusuke in a weird way, train him to surpass his limits. It's so crazy how beautiful this arc was from start to finish.
I might go Dark Tournament. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Don't get me wrong, I love the L arc. But man, it was something about watching the Dark Tournament, bro. I was just like, man, this is gas. I ain't gonna lie.
One of the greatest tournament arcs of all time. This is one of the greatest Kuwabara moments.
But the L arc, mind games on 1,000. Yeah, that was crazy, bro.
And look what it did to Yusuke. See, and now we got Super Saiyan Yusuke. Clearly, the Dark Tournament has solidified itself as one of the greatest arcs of all time, but the L arc in Death Note, I know a lot of people don't like Nier, they do not like Mello. I don't have a problem with Nier and Mello, but L is one of the greatest quote-unquote antagonists that we have ever seen. From the moment L is introduced in the series, you already know that Light is pressed, because L already knows that Light is Kira. The only problem that L had was that he had to prove to people who did not believe in the Death Note's existence that there were Shinigami, there were Death Notes out there, and that Kira had access to them. That's his only issue. He couldn't prove it, but he knew it. His intuition was there. One of the greatest rivalries.
It was boxing, you know.
Because the Dark Tournament has solidified itself not only as one of the greatest anime arcs of all time, but one of the greatest tournament arcs of all time, I think it's safe to say that I'm gonna go with the Dark Tournament.
So
but it is very
tough.
I still don't even know if that was the right move. All right, so we are on to the next set here. Oh my goodness, man, this is just getting harder and harder. I don't know why I did this. Golden Age from Berserk going up against the Invasion of Pain arc in Naruto Shippuden. Now, if you've read Berserk or you've watched Berserk, if you know anything about Berserk, you do know that Guts and Griffith, we just spoke about how the L and Light rivalry was insane. Well, Guts and Griffith also have an insane rivalry, which is also probably in the top 5 anime rivalries conversation as well. But this arc, you're seeing the struggles where Guts is actually going against Griffith. He's challenging Griffith's principles, and then Griffith actually ends up committing the wrongdoings. He ends up in prison, and all of a sudden, Guts is now in a position where at first he was trying to surpass Griffith, but now he ends up trying to save Griffith, which ends up in the whole eclipse situation going on. The eclipse itself is one of the most insane things I have ever seen in all of anime manga. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Crazy.
And if you've been caught up with the manga and you see what's going on now, it's like, yo, this man Guts cannot catch a break, bro. This man Griffith is a dickhead, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. And man, the Golden Age arc or the Invasion of Pain, man,
Look, they go to rescue Griffith and look at the state he's in. They did him dirty. They can't even tell. Look how malnourished he is. And Guts and Casca have to see Griffith in that state. It kind of makes sense why Griffith went off the rails, put all his trust into the Beyblade, and switch sides. Now, when we're looking at the Invasion of Pain arc in Naruto Shippuden, the main thing I'm thinking of was Naruto's entrance. You're having Pain completely destroying and decimating Konoha. Everybody is scared of Pain, And for the first time ever, the same hidden leaf village that was afraid of Naruto, treated Naruto like trash because he is a Jinchuriki, they had to call out Naruto's name, begging Naruto to rescue them.
They
Sakura
did.
stressed.
As usual.
This is one of my favorite anime entrances.
It
Unbelievable.
was clean. Big Sage.
Ooh.
The big dog.
Listen, we all knew the moment we saw Naruto in that state, it was over with. Pain was not making it out of that arc okay. Naruto came back completely mastering Toad Senjutsu. He was ready to go. We knew what it was already. It's just unbelievable, that entrance. It's a lose-lose situation here. I can't win. In all honesty, I'm probably going to give the edge to the Invasion of Pain arc from Naruto. The reason why is that when we're looking at Berserk, the manga surpasses the anime so much that I don't want to use too much of the manga hype to help substitute the failures that the anime had. I can tell you for a fact that the Invasion of Pain arc in Naruto was animated very well. The pacing was great. The fights were great. We got to see Kakashi step up in this arc, go crazy. Definitely got to go with the Invasion of Pain arc. Next.
But I will say that I heard that the Berserk 1997 ambulance. The Berserk 1997 version wasn't that bad. It was really the one that came after it, the 3D version, the 2016 one. Honestly, man, if they gonna try to animate Berserk again, bro, they gotta get a good studio, bro, like Ufotable or man, like Mappa. But Mappa needs to relax anyway because they got so many shows that they got doing. Them workers are not getting any rest.
Up, man. Now, this is obviously in process, but we have the 1,000-year Blood War from Bleach. A lot of the Bleach fans have been saying for years that the 1,000-year Blood War arc is the greatest arc in Bleach. And if you read the manga, you could say that as well. But if you are strictly watching the anime like me, you can tell that the hype is real. The hype is there because Bleach 1,000-year Blood War arc has been going crazy. I have not seen one missed episode yet. Whether it is finding out that Ichigo is part Quincy, you're seeing Yamamoto go up against the Quincy King, you're seeing all of these things, the top tier animation, the fights, the powers, even Unohana going up against Kenpachi. All of the things that we did not understand from the Soul Society arc or the Iranka arc are finally being revealed.
This is crazy,
We're even seeing a Squad Zero. Did you even think that a Squad Zero existed? No, unless you read the manga. The hype is real for the 1,000-year Blood War.
You saw Grimjo come back? The Bankai? Yep. This was hard. I'm not gonna lie. This was hard.
Yamamoto was going crazy.
This was hard,
like,
bro.
What is this? But the only thing that killed this hype for me is when we found out that it wasn't actually even the Quincy King. It was a stand-in.
I didn't like
that.
It was
a substitute
I didn't like that.
On the flip side, Diamond is unbreakable. So now this is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4. This is Josuke. When I think about this specific arc from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, we have to discuss one of the greatest antagonists of all time in Yoshikage Kira. Kira believes that what he is doing is normal, that he's at peace, and he looks at Josuke and Okuyasu as the enemies. They are the villains in his story trying to take him down. This is what made him such a cool villain and made him one of the most beloved anime villains of all time.
Psycho.
Oh yeah, I remember this. The hand. Now Shigechi is wondering what's going on. That's it. I don't know what to take.
I feel like Part 4 is the most realistic out of all the JoJo's too. Like besides the actual stance and stuff, just it being in a small town and then like a psychopath is on the loose and he's doing weird stuff, like murdering people and stuff like that. I feel like that was the most realistic one instead of just going to Japan and Egypt and all that stuff just to fight a vampire and stuff like that. So that's like my second favorite JoJo part besides Part 2, where he was also fighting somebody crazy. But those two are my favorites.
But I'm gonna believe the hype because even though I love Kira as a villain and I do love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, I gotta believe the hype of the 1,000-year Blood War. Every episode was heat. Oh, I can't win. I can't win. Zero Requiem from Code Geass.
You gotta remind me of this one.
Return to Shigan Shina from AOT.
You gotta remind
I don't know what to do here. So Zero Requiem. This is when the Lelouch decided, you know what? I'm gonna take all of the world's pain, put it on my back, mask myself as the evil of the world so people can take me out. I can bear the world's sin on my back, and then after I am killed, the world will be okay. This is Lelouch's thinking, and it was one of the most powerful anime endings ever. Oh my goodness.
I remember this, bro.
The scene still hits. Such a
Definitely.
powerful scene. And this is coming from somebody that cannot stand Suzaku. I gotta give Suzaku his flowers for carrying through this entire plan.
Facts.
Because it hurt him just as much. Sorry, I can't look at when Nunnally starts crying. That hurts way too much. But then we have to look at this Attack on Titan arc, yo. This is Levi versus the Beast Titan. This is, do you save Erwin
Say when
or
they
do
went
you save
downstairs
Army?
in the
This
basement?
is one of the craziest arcs ever. There's so much going on that you don't even know. You blink and all of a sudden Reiner and Bertolt are going crazy. You blink and Zeke is throwing rocks over the wall. I mean, it's crazy. If y'all have ever seen Zeke look stressed when he sees Levi, this is the reason why.
This really could go either way. I might pick the Attack on Titan one
Zeke
though.
hears Levi's name and starts to fret for a reason. Oh man, I don't know. I really don't know what to pick here.
That Code Geass rank is crazy.
I'm this close to flipping a coin, y'all. This
Yeah,
close.
I would
I
do
know
the
which arc is
same.
more popular. I really do. But I
That
think I
Zero.
gotta go with Zero Requiem. I
I-
don't know if that Attack
I
on
feel
Titan
that.
arc
I
really
feel that.
hit me as much as
I feel
Zero
that.
Requiem arc. When I'm thinking about Zero Requiem, y'all, like, it's one of the reasons why Lelouch is one of my favorite protagonists in all of
Yeah,
anime.
I
Now
feel
we are
that.
down to the final two in the first.
Yeah, once I found out that he did it like to protect everybody else, I was like, whoa, that's kind of hard. Because Lelouch is kind of like Light, except that Light don't give a damn about people for real. Like he did at first, but then it was just like, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna kill you either way. But Lelouch realized that he was the enemy. Like he could potentially be just like his pops, and then he could eventually take over the world in a bad way. And the only way that he could do it to stop it is for him to get out of here. So, but that arc with the ultimatum of picking Armin or Reiner, not Reiner. Y'all know his name. Yeah, y'all know his name. I forgot, bro. But that was crazy to me too. I picked the AOT one because that was kind of crazy. But looking back on it, it really was close. But the Zero Requiem, man, that was crazy. Like, you could convince me to go to either one.
Now, y'all, let's get right into it. The Majin Buu Saga from Dragon Ball Z, one of my favorite sagas in all
didn't
of
watch
Dragon
it.
Ball. I love the Majin Buu Saga. I know there's a lot of people out there that do not like the Majin Buu Saga.
didn't
I
watch
am
it.
not one of them, because when I'm thinking about Vegeta and Goku, I'm looking at Majin Vegeta, the final
I know
atonement.
about that,
Vegeta
though.
going up against Buu, trying to
I know
atone
about
for his
everything in the
past
arc.
sins.
I just didn't
Vegeta
watch
going
it.
up against Goku, the hype from there, and then you're having Gotenks going Super Saiyan 3, Goku showing up Super Saiyan 3, Kid Buu forcing Goku and Vegeta to learn how to fight together even more. Vegeta for the first time places all his trust in Goku, even Majin Buu himself, where the good Buu was separated from his evil part.
Will I meet that clown Kakarot in the other world?
No,
I mean,
Clown
this is
is
one of the
crazy.
most powerful scenes in Dragon Ball history.
This is the truth.
Piccolo.
That eye twitch says everything.
You've caused too much pain. When you die, you will not receive the same reward.
Vegeta hearing that and still going through what he did was crazy character development. One of the most powerful scenes, really. But we have the Promised Day arc from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Can't sleep on that.
This is the last
Pure
arc?
King
Yo.
Bradley moving on foot with the sword action,
He a
going
dog.
crazy. Now we are in the end game of Full Metal Alchemist
That boy a
Brotherhood.
dog,
All the
bruh.
chips are on Ed's shoulders. He has to make a play here. Personally, I believe this is one of the greatest final arcs of all time.
King Bradley a dog.
Bradley
I'm
was
not
on the
gonna lie to
move.
Let's see.
Bradley was a dog in that
Yeah,
last arc. I
he
can't lie.
was a
But
dog,
even
bro.
though the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood hype is always there, I feel like the nostalgia is rushing in for
I
that
can
Majin Buu
understand that.
Saga. I'm not even gonna sit here and say that it's objectively better. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, you may have the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood arc much higher than the Majin Buu Saga. But I can't lie, the Majin Buu Saga, man, that final atonement from Vegeta is hard to replace. And no, this does not mean that Dragon Ball Z is better than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Y'all can relax. Last matchup in the
Literally.
first round, we have the Mogami
feel like that's
arc
all
from
of them,
Mob
though. They
Psycho
don't think
100 going up against the Chimera and arc of Hunter x Hunter. I think this is pretty straightforward. I love the Mogami arc because that was one of the first times we got to see triple question mark
Yep.
Mob. Unlimited Mob going absolutely insane, boxing Mogami in a parallel dimension, and he
Mhm.
went insane.
He did.
Look at how Mob was
And then
moving.
Mogami
And the
tried to
crazy
fight
thing
him
about
again.
this, Mogami was
And
a
he got bodied.
talented expert just like Mob. back in his day. Oh, and the
Look at me, got
greatness of
bodied
Mob
again.
is finally shown. But
We need for the
I think this answer is obvious. The Chimera Ant arc for me is definitely making it. Listen, y'all. One
top
scene that
tier
always
arc.
sticks out to me from the Chimera Ant arc is when Gon had to restrain himself from killing Pito, even though Pito was the one that took down Kite.
Even the character development, the main thing for me was the character development of Meruem and how he went from not caring about nobody to actually developing human feelings, or just feelings in general, not necessarily human, but just feelings in general, and becoming more human, I guess, and not just a wild animal.
This rage is so, you feel it. And there is the Goat Killua. Or is Pito to break? Oh my goodness. This scene is so powerful, man. Yep, personally for me, it's a no-brainer, man. I gotta go with the Chimera Ant arc over this. Definitely don't want to sleep on Mob Psycho though, but come on. So now we are moving on to the Elite 8, man. It's only gonna get tougher from here on out. Marineford War from One Piece going up against a Jailbreak arc from the Promised Neverland. I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as I love the Jailbreak arc from the Promised Neverland, the Marineford War arc is stomping. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful, but Whitebeard, Ace, a Luffy entrance, Crocodile.
I feel like the whole, not even just Marineford, but when they went to that island with the grass on it, I'll be forgetting what it's called, when they seen Rayleigh, all the way to when they got separated all the way to Marineford. I love those arcs because that was the first time we actually seen Luffy like really like go through something and realize that this isn't a game anymore. Like, you need to step it up. You need to tee up, my boy. You need to lighten up. Well, not lighten up, but like, you need to focus. Like, this is, you trying to be a pirate king. You got to realize that this is the real deal. Like, this ain't no games anymore.
And Doflamingo having their thing, Sengoku, you're having Blackbeard pull up,
Crocodile
Shanks stops the
definitely-
war. Way too much.
Crocodile
Way
definitely
too
did
much.
his thing, I'm not gonna lie.
Not even, you
Out of
can
nowhere.
fuse Emma, Norman, and Ray together to form one of the greatest characters we've ever seen in the Promised Neverland. That's not even enough. Let's just get them out of here as fast as possible. And we're going to move on to the Dark Tournament of Yu Yu Hakusho, going up against the Invasion of Pain arc from Naruto. I don't know what to do here. There truly is no wrong answer. I don't know what to pick, man. Naruto versus Pain was such an important fight to the series
I'm
because
picking the
they
Pain
both
arc.
realized
I'm
that they
picking the Pain
were
arc.
pupils of Jiraiya, and Pain just happened to go down the wrong path. Nagato just happened to go down the wrong path, but Naruto went down the right path. That's the only thing that separates them. When you're looking at Toguro and Yusuke, they are also very similar. Both have close relationships with Genkai. To Yusuke, Genkai is more of a mentor, but for Toguro, Genkai was a lover, a former lover. So it's very interesting how they came out, and now Toguro is trying to kind of teach Yusuke at the same time while he's kind of trying to kill him. It's a very weird type of situation going on there, but that's why Toguro is one of the most celebrated villains in all of the anime community, because he's just that beautifully written. You really can't make a wrong pick here, honestly. But if I had to pick, I think I'm gonna go with the Dark Tournament arc, only because I've actually rewatched that arc a lot more than I have rewatched the Invasion of Pain arc, but I still love both arcs equally. The 1,000-Year Blood War arc from Bleach.
Nah, the Dark Tournament was crazy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. Like, if y'all have not watched Yu Yu Hakusho, go watch it now. Go watch it now, bro. Go watch it now.
Up against Zero Requiem from Code Geass. The Bleach manga readers here are probably gonna kill me. But I'm just being honest here in the fact that because I have not read the Bleach manga, I can't sit here and say I'm going to take the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. I believe in the hype, but because I got to see the Zero Requiem arc in its entirety, that's probably the only reason why I would take the Zero Requiem arc
just the
over
beginning.
the 1,000-Year Blood War. If the 1,000-Year Blood War continues at this rate, it probably is going to end up surpassing the Zero Requiem arc, which I have very highly on my chart. Lastly, we have the Majin Buu Saga versus the Chimera Ant arc. This hurts. The Chimera Ant arc is done so well, though. I've even said this before, but the Hunter x Hunter arc literally showed us a scene where Gon and Killua and Knuckle and Shoot were running up the stairs, and I was on the edge of my seat. I don't know if Dragon Ball Z can do that for me. I love the Majin Buu Saga. I love the hype that was surrounding it, the Super Saiyan 3 transformations, the fusions with Vegeta Vegito and Gotenks. I love that aspect of it. I love the emotional aspect that we are seeing from a Vegeta and even a Gohan at certain points within the arc. But can I sit here and say that the Chimera Ant arc was a weaker arc than Majin Buu? I can't do it. And this hurts because I am completely throwing my nostalgia to the side.
I'm not gonna lie.
I just said forget my childhood. This is the right pick and this hurts. But the Chimera Ant arc is definitely the better arc. Y'all ready for the final four? I'm not.
Me neither.
But I don't have a choice. We gotta finish this video at some point. Let's do it. Marineford War going up against the Dark Tournament from Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm just gonna be honest, whether it is One Piece bias or not, the One Piece bias is gonna have to make its way in at some point. I truly believe the Marineford War is one of the greatest anime arcs of all time.
Yeah.
Even though I think that as well of the Dark Tournament arc, the hype surrounding the Marineford War and just seeing Whitebeard completely dominate pretty much all of his enemies, seeing Shanks make his way there. It was the perfect thing that we needed to see during the kind of time skip Straw Hat separation time period in One Piece. I don't think the Dark Tournament had that much hype around it. I'm going with the Marineford War, respectfully. Next we have the Zero Requiem arc from Code Geass going up against the Chimera Ant arc from Hunter x Hunter. Now, the fact that Zero Requiem arc made it this far, I'm actually very, very happy because I am a big Code Geass fan as well, and I really believe that ending to Code Geass, you cannot put many anime endings up against that ending. There may be a couple out there, but I don't know about 5.
It was a great ending.
We do know Code Geass does continue on, so obviously there's more to go on with there, but still, this scene still hits. The Chimera Ant arc is done so beautifully because there's so many moving pieces, so much character development going on. We are literally even seeing Meruem is part-human in his relationship formed with Komogi. I'm trying to think from the Zero Requiem perspective, even though it was the perfect ending, the amount of moving pieces that are going around the Chimera Ant arc, whether you have Palm showing up, you're having Netero going up against Meruem, you're having Killua able to paralyze Yuppie in order to save Knuckle and get out of there. I mean, there are so many things going on. The Chimera Ant arc has so much more to offer. That's really what it is, the bottom line. You can't find flaws in the Zero Requiem arc, and you can also find some flaws in the Chimera Ant arc, but the Chimera Ant arc has so many more pros. There's so much more things that happen within it. It would be disrespectful for me to vote against it. And this hurts my heart as a Code Geass fan. Oh man, we're down to the final championship match here. Marineford War going up against the Chimera Ant arc. Y'all know me. I love One Piece. I truly believe the Marineford War is just a masterpiece. You can say that about the Chimera Ant arc as well, but when I'm looking at the Marineford War, I believe the hype was there. The setup.
I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all 100%. Once I saw the Marineford War was on this list, I knew he was gonna pick it. Bro, he's basically said that that's like one of his favorite arcs every time it's brought up. So I knew it was gonna be in the finals at least. But he ain't wrong though. Like Marineford, I'm telling y'all, man, once I started watching One Piece and I got to that section, besides Water 7 and Enies Lobby, when I got to that section, when they got to that Bubble Island, all the way to Marineford, I was immersed because it was a different side of the Straw Hats that we've seen them in. We're really seeing them in danger, to where there is no battle of attrition. They're not gonna win. They're getting soloed by Kuma. You know what I'm saying? So it's Kuma a dog, but I'm saying it's just different. Once we seen them be in this situation, it's man, I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying?
Was beautiful from Impel Down leading up into it. Ace's execution. You're seeing the Marines also having fights among themselves, whether it is Garp going up against Akainu or whatever. You are also seeing the pirates struggle against each other as well, whether it's Crocodile and Doflamingo, or you're having Squirtle going up against Whitebeard and stabbing him because
we never seen Luffy look like that
by
ever.
Akainu. There's so much going on in the Marineford War arc.
He couldn't even
if
move.
you look at all the hype moments from the Chimera Ant arc, you cannot find blemishes in the Marineford War arc if you've given it a chance and actually tapped into One Piece. I already know my people in the comment section are saying, of course a One Piece fan picks a One Piece arc. I'm not even mad at you if you say that, because I truly believe the Marineford War arc is gas. I'm not saying that just to be a One Piece fan or whatever the case may be. I have rewatched the Marineford War arc more than any other arc on this chart. So this is it, y'all. This is my final bracket here. A lot of tough decisions were made here, but this is my final bracket with the Marineford Award winning overall. Now you guys let me know down in the comment section below, which arc are you picking from these 16, or do you think there's some arcs that were left out? Obviously we're gonna disagree. It is what it is. Thank you guys so much for showing so much love.
I think we pretty much agreed on most of them.
New year, we are in 2023. It's gonna be a crazy year. Just stay with me. With that, I'll see you guys next time.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. He got to do this again with some more arcs. Like, you probably could put Wano in there. You could put the Espada arc with the Espadas. Probably like an Akatsuki arc besides the pain one. Probably like, I don't know. I can't think of the arcs right now, but it's definitely some more good arcs out there. But that's the end of the video, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. It's your boy Tourname. I'm out, bro. Peace.
Baby, she won't stay with me. I've been getting to that money, cannot live with me. And you know we stay with K, so boy, don't play with me. And you know I ain't the shit, a little bro gon' spray for me.